on from my last video where I talked about my pedals, I thought I'd talk about my guitar a bit. This was the guitar I used in the last one. It is a Squier vintage modified Jaguar. It was pitched as a kind of warts and all original Jaguar, just obviously made by Squier. So the first thing I did was swap out the bridge. Originally the bridge on this, each of the saddle pieces was slotted. So what that basically meant was if you ran a string over it, it fit into a groove in theory. The only trouble is you had to use such thin strings that I wasn't comfortable. I dropped in a Mustang saddle piece. So that was the first thing I did. Second thing, the trem arm. Originally on these models, the trem arm would just sit in. So it meant that whenever you leant forwards, it would just fall out and make an unceremonious pang as it hit the floor. And it also meant that it was very loose, so if you imagine, it would always follow gravity and it would end up hanging around somewhere down here. So I swapped that out and went with a company called Stay Trem, who are very good really, because it's still in there. And the most extensive modification I've done is regarding the pickups. So originally what it had, if you imagine these, it had an on-off switch, but for each pickup, and it also had a high-pass filter. Completely took that unit out and replaced it with a slider switch. And I've wired it so that this is the bridge pickup on its own, this is the two of them in parallel, this is the neck pickup, and this final selection is a humbucker with high pass capacitor routed onto it. And yeah, I'll just run you through some of the sounds for it.